Man, the rumor mill is cooking right now when it comes to the Vancouver Whitecaps. Really busy show. But we got to get to this. This was Axel Schuster on the Whitecaps' summer transfer priorities when he joined Karras and Price this week. Basically saying, look, the under-22 initiative is our way forward. Kind of pouring water on some earlier rumors that Thomas Müller, the 13-time German champion, World Cup winner, could be a potential target for the Vancouver Whitecaps. Wheeler, Wilson, and Brennan with you. Over the course of today, it seems like that sentiment may have changed because a completely contrasting report comes from Tom Bogert, who's got a great mustache, and he's like the transfer guy in Major League Soccer, saying the Vancouver Whitecaps are in fact showing interest in the German international, and that he's gone as far as to speaking to Bastian Schweinsteiger about his time in MLS. Müller even admitted his next stop is overseas, and the Whitecaps have contacted SC Cincinnati over his discovery rights as well. So what are we believing here? Like, is this a legit possibility that the 35-year-old Thomas Müller could be ending up with the Vancouver Whitecaps, which would be a pretty unprecedented move for them, Jimmy?
It'd be very impressive. I mean, it's all going to be, come down to Cincinnati and what they're going to be asking for those discovery rights. I know at first LAFC, that was a designation that he wanted to go to simply because Bayern Munich have a partnership with LAFC. But if the Whitecaps can pull this off and come to an agreement with Cincinnati, I think you've got an unbelievable world-class player that can truly make a difference in this team.
Are you buying it? Like, mixed messages. Perhaps this is just part of playing the game, and Schuster's done a great job with this club. Are you buying it?
A little bit. I think, too, look, it wasn't too long ago. I know different situation and ended up in Miami. But the best player to ever play this game is playing in the MLS right now. Like, there are moves that could be made.
Cristiano Ronaldo's not playing.
Oh, look at this. I set him up, man. Look at him. Yeah. He went for it. But look, you're looking at this situation. I also think about the profile in terms of players coming that have had a career like Müller, but he's also a personality. Like, people will gravitate towards him. He can buy into his system. I think this would work for both sides. So I'm starting to believe it bit by bit, but I try not to get too excited too early because you just don't really know the facts.
My mind, unfortunately, goes to the four-letter word first. It's not like that. It's turf. Like, you'd be playing on turf in Vancouver, 35 years of age, only scored once for Bayern Munich last season. I do think he could still be really good. This would be a statement signing for the Whitecaps. And why I'm encouraged by this, you think, oh, okay, Axel just wants to bring in another young player for the future, maybe can contribute now. No, the Whitecaps are a really, really good team. Yeah. I think they can compete for a Shield and potentially for an MLS Cup right now. I think if Vancouver is ever going to make a move like this, everything's aligning. The off-field stuff, the on-field success, now would be the time. And the German connection, there could be something to this, Jimmy. If Müller arrives, obviously they need to probably address the center back position with Veselinovic, what he's done with his knee, potentially done for the season. They address those two areas. Why not? I think Caps fans can dream big here.
Why not? I agree. I just think, this is the type of player that you want to get. Good character, good in the dressing room. Always got a smile on his face. Yes, at times you see he gets upset and aggressive because he wants to win. Yeah. And he's got so much experience, a wealth of experience that Vancouver team can actually learn off of. And I think it's not just the role of him coming in banging goals. It's also what he can bring off the pitch, what he can bring in the dressing room, creating that professionalism. And because they've got such a good thing right now in Vancouver, that DP that they have to get has got to be the right man. And when you look at it, sometimes, DPs, they tend to come with luggage or they got attitudes and maybe upset the dressing room. But I can't see Thomas Müller upsetting that dressing room. No. I think it would be an advantage for Whitecaps.
Man, he bleeds football. And the thing I love and respect the most about him is that he shouldn't be as good as he is. And what I mean by that is he's very skinny, he's not fast, but he's cerebral. Like, he knows the game, he knows where he needs to be, he picks up the right moments, the right pockets to be in a game, in a match, and he just has things going up here. So I think he'd be a great fit for the Whitecaps.
We need Agent AD. Alphonso Davies,
get him in.
Bayern Munich teammate, like, get on the phone. Like, I don't think you need to sell Vancouver. It's a phenomenal city. But maybe Davies can get in his ear a little bit and get that over the line. So that was big news. The other part of that interview with Axel Schuster, a little bit of a U-turn when it comes to Luc de Fougerolles as well. Cold water was poured on potentially de Fougerolles joining the Whitecaps on loan after signing a new 4-year contract with Fulham. But now the Veselinovic injury maybe changes things. I could see why the Whitecaps would want to add a player like de Fougerolles, but would that be the right loan move for the player right now?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I said a few days ago and how I felt is like you got to be playing substantial minutes, but you also have to be playing for a club that is in line with how you need to play or how you want to play. And I think that's what happens with Vancouver. He would be a guy that could play that system. I think he would do well under Jesper Sørensen, but maybe that 3-month or 2.5-month break, is that the best thing going into a World Cup year? I'm not quite sure.
I'm glad you brought that up because in my head, I'm like, I would kind of, we had the European calendar discussion when it came to MLS. Yeah. Don't you kind of want them to do that European football cycle, finish the season in May, Jimmy, and then be able to turn his attention and gear down, then gear up by with national team involvement at that time?
I would personally, look, it'd be great to see him playing for the Whitecaps, but honestly, I think he needs to stay in England. Yeah. I think he has to stay in England. He has to develop over there, continue the path that he's going on right now. He's got to be close to Fulham as well. If he stays in England, then the scouts, coach, anything happen, everybody's there. They can keep an eye on him, keep tabs on the kid, see how he's improving. But I think he needs to be playing in England.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. Other targets, I mean, the Vancouver Whitecaps, no doubt, are going to be active, and now they're one of the buzz teams across Major League Soccer. When it comes to the transfer window, it's like bizarro world. It typically doesn't play out this way, but we're excited to see where things land. And Müller to Vancouver Whitecaps, dream big, ladies and gentlemen. One Soccer Direct this week, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We'll be on Thomas Müller watch all week long. You can watch across the One Soccer Network as well as our social media accounts as well.